Running Up the Score. You're listening to the Running Up the Score podcast. Now here's your host, Jerry Napoleonello.
All right, here we are. Running Up the Score, Jerry Napoleonello here. Yes, sir, we are looking on to Week 5. Week 5, we're going to get into some, a lot of quarterbacks have been benched. There's been trades. We got the trade deadline on Tuesday. We got football tonight, Bucs, Ravens. I got some power rankings for you guys. I have some other possible trades to go down in the coming days. Biggest surprises, biggest disappointments. We're going to get into some card talk. We got a lot. We got some pretty cool releases coming out. I just opened up a Panini Certified. I should be getting a Panini Black Football 2022 coming in soon, hopefully tomorrow, so I'll open that up. I'll put it up on socials. We got a movie in the hobby coming out, being made. And, we got some World Series talk. We're going to get into the hobby talk of that. So there's a lot. We got a lot to get into today. We're going to start off with what we learned in Week 7. All right. So we learned that Sam Ehlinger will be the quarterback for the time being in Indianapolis. Matt Ryan has been benched. He's 37 years old, and he's looked every single part of that 37 years. Not good. Not good in Indianapolis for a team that had such a solid team going into this year. We thought Matt Ryan was that step forward, at least to get going. Because, even with Carson Wentz, they played well. Now you're putting in a better quarterback, or at least we thought was a better quarterback, in Matt Ryan, and it's just not looking good in Indy. So Sam Ehlinger gives a little bit of a different feel to that offense. He's got some legs, really. He can roll out. He's a mobile quarterback. So maybe that'll just add some pizzazz to this offense, and maybe help out Jonathan Taylor as well. But Mac Jones came back on Monday night, was put back on the bench for Bailey Zappe. But so far, we hear Belichick say that Mac Jones will be back starting for the Pats against the Jets this week. But Bailey Zappe might just bring this draft class up a little bit and maybe give a little bit of hype to the hobby. So I'm excited for that. I think, if Mac Jones, I kind of feel for, the people that have, really invested in Mac Jones. Because, if you really think about it, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, the two guys that people were drooling over in the hobby. Absolutely drooling. You wanted the Patriots. You wanted the Jags in breaks. And it's, I don't know. I think you got to start selling for Mac Jones. Right now, actually, it's probably not a good time to sell Mac Jones. It really isn't. Because you're just going to get hit hard. I think it's time to just hold. I think you got to hold on Mac Jones. Because even if Bailey Zappe is the guy eventually in New England, Mac Jones is going to be the guy somewhere else. It's not like Mac Jones is a bad quarterback. It's just, it's not working right now in New England, although he is starting against the Jets, and the Jets are going to be a tough team. But if there's any team, if there's any person that can befuddle Zach Wilson and the Jets, the hot Jets right now, it's Bill Belichick. So staying on the Jets here. The Jets got some bad news. Breece Hall tore his ACL. He's out for the season. And it sucks because he was having such a good season. Absolutely such a good season. Even in that game, I think he had like a 72-yard touchdown. He brought a different feel to the Jets offense. And it's shown. I mean, I think there was a stat that if I could pull it up, I forget. I think I saw it on Twitter. But it was Jets are the first team since 2011 Tim Tebow led Broncos to win consecutive games with 105 or fewer net passing yards. So we're not seeing crazy games from Zach Wilson. This team is moving along through their defense and their run game. And the fact that they lose Breece Hall, that's a big hit. But they go out and make a trade for James Robinson. And it's a good move. It really is a good move because, Travis Etienne is really taking over in Jacksonville. This is what we wanted to see from Travis Etienne. We saw the talent, but we haven't seen it in the NFL yet. And there was a lot of, he's made a lot of mistakes, fumbling, this and that, injuries. So the fact that he's starting to move along is nice to see for Jacksonville. In terms of James Robinson, hey, this is perfect. This is a perfect position for him to move on, get to the Jets, be the starter, because we thought he was going to be the starter in Jacksonville because we weren't seeing much from Etienne, but Etienne's showing a lot. So now James Robinson will be the guy with the Jets, and Travis Etienne will keep doing his thing in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's right there. I feel like they're right there. And, I want to see them get even better on offense. They definitely need some help on that offensive line. Trevor Lawrence is like right there. You can tell that like it's bound to come out that he's going to be an absolute stud. There's signs. We're seeing signs, but we're also seeing signs of, oh boy, that's if you're one of those people that have spent so much money on Trevor Lawrence, you're sweating. You're really sweating right now. Because you'll see a game and you're like, oh my God, best money I've spent. And then the next game you'll say, what did I do with that money? That's just the way it's working out in Jacksonville. But, a lot has to do with the team. That offensive line is beat up. Trevor Lawrence is running for his life. But they almost beat the Giants. They're right there. They beat up on the Colts. And at that time, we thought the Colts were actually a good team. And they absolutely massacred the Colts. So, Jaguars are there. I feel like they're right there. But let's move on to some trades. So, the NFC East teams really started off the trades. Cowboys went out and traded for Jonathan Hankins, defensive tackle, something that they really needed. Okay. So, breaking news to running up the score right now. Bengals star wide receiver Jamar Chase out for week 8 and could miss multiple games due to a hip injury. That's crazy. That's tough for a team that came off of a 45-point game last week and looked absolutely unstoppable. With Joe Burrow throwing for 345 yards all in the first half. So that's a big hit. And if you have in fantasy, T. Higgins is your guy. Back to the NFC East teams making trades. Cowboys traded for Jonathan Hankins. I think that helps out a little bit. I mean, it's a good move. Don't get me wrong. They needed a run stopper in the middle. They haven't really had that much. Jonathan Hankins is graded better than every defensive tackle that the Cowboys have other than Tristan Hill. So it's a good move. It's needed. And just adds to the depth of that defensive line. And then the Eagles said, all right, we see your Jonathan Hankins, and we go out and get Robert Quinn. So the Eagles go and trade for Robert Quinn to add to their defense. So now I honestly, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, out of the two trades, the Eagles have won that. I mean, Robert Quinn is a beast, but also the Cowboys also win in that, being that they're not going to be able to see Robert Quinn this week when they play the Bears. But I think the Cowboys have to come back at them with another trade. They need, I would love to see them go out and try to get a wide receiver. DJ Moore is a guy that I kind of like in trades if we're talking about them. Zeke is hurt now. I honestly don't think you need to go out and get a running back, but anything really helps. I could see them. I would love to see them go out and get a cornerback. You lose Jordan Lewis for the year with a Liz Frank injury. So the Cowboys could use a defensive back, and they could use a wide receiver. Those are the two. And I mean, if they could go out and get a lineman as well, that would help immensely. But we'll see what happens through that. Also, this past week, Christian McCaffrey was traded to the 49ers. I don't believe I spoke about it in the last show because I think I had it done before that trade went down. But Christian McCaffrey ended up playing this past week for the 49ers. As I said, James Robinson to the Jets. The Giants also made a trade, and they didn't acquire anybody. They traded away kadarius Toney, which is crazy to me. The fact that they weren't using him right, the fact that he's shown signs of being, a game changer. And to be totally honest with you, he could be that game changer in the AFC now with Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback. So be on the lookout for him to be a Pro Bowler. Be on the lookout for him to be a Super Bowl champion as well. So that's, hey, listen, I'm glad that he's out of the Giants. So that works for me. For a team that's struggling putting wide receivers on the field right now, they trade away one, which is crazy to me. But let's get into some the biggest surprises so far this year. We're almost at the midway point. I forgot there's 18 weeks now. So we're almost at the halfway mark. But biggest surprise, I think you got to go New York football. Jets and Giants. Well, New Jersey football, I will say. New York football Giants and the New York football Jets that play in New Jersey are combined for 11-3. They're both playing very well. Both beat up on the Packers. Packers are pretty bad, though, so we can't go off of that. The Giants have beat teams that they should beat, really. That's what it comes down to. I honestly think the Jets are a better team than the Giants. And, I mean, people are going to say I'm hating because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I'm not. I'm just being totally honest. If we're going to be there and we're going to talk about these two teams, you go off of, their quarterbacks. I'm taking Zach Wilson over Daniel Jones. If you're taking Daniel Jones over Zach Wilson, I don't know what to tell you. Watch some tape. Although, I have been on the record plenty of times when everybody was killing Daniel Jones, I was saying he's not the issue. And he hasn't been the issue. Since they drafted him, he hasn't really been the issue. He's made dumb mistakes, absolutely. But you see young quarterbacks making those dumb mistakes. But I don't think Daniel Jones was the demise of the New York Giants. This is a team that has always needed a lot of help defensively, offensively. Their offensive line is absolutely dreadful. They're playing well this year. You know, Brian Dable has this team really on, hitting on all cylinders. But I want to see them play a good team. And I mean, I have seen them play a good team and they lost. Their only loss. But I want to see them play a good team because it's coming out that the Packers are a bad team. That the Ravens like to blow leads. Then you beat up on the Panthers. The Panthers are dreadful. Although they start P.J. Walker and they beat up on the Buccaneers, which is crazy. But, I mean, that's what it comes down to. The Giants really haven't played anybody. And, listen, you play the games that you're given. And I understand that. You play the games that you're given. And if they're not good teams, hey, easy win then. The Giants haven't beaten anybody by a crazy amount. They haven't had those games where it's like, now, again, I live in the New York area, so I see how delusional Giants and Jet fans are. So, they tend to jump to conclusions. Oh, they're the greatest team alive. Or they're absolutely horrible. I don't know why I like this team. This year, you're seeing a lot of, this is the best team in the league. But yeah, like it's just the Giants. I want to see what happens when they play the Eagles. I want to see what happens when they play the Cowboys again. Cowboys are on Thanksgiving. Or they play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, I'm saying. So yeah, they're 11-3, and kudos to both these teams. They're playing well. Another big surprise, the Seattle Seahawks. And I don't know what's a bigger surprise, the Seahawks as a whole or Geno Smith by himself. Because Geno Smith has been balling right now. He has been balling out. And you know what? It's funny. We add these all together. The Giants are playing the Seahawks this year. This week. So, and it's in Seattle. So, what are we going to get here? Are the Seattle Seahawks as good as what we're seeing? Or are the Giants just not as good? That's what that's what it really comes down to. So I'm excited to see what happens in this game. But those are my big surprises. I have more big disappointments. My biggest disappointment so far, and I mean they should be everybody's disappointments, the Buccaneers. I don't know what's going on with Tom Brady. It's not that, I mean, let's be serious. His offensive line hasn't been playing to what they've shown the past 2 years. But overall, the team is not playing well. But Tom Brady hasn't looked good. I mean, the first play of the game, he throws a dime piece of a ball. And Mike Evans just drops the easy touchdown, walk-in touchdown. So, again, I don't know if it's, I don't know what's going on with this team as a whole. Their defense last year was unbelievable. The year before, unbelievable. Their defense is known to stop the run. Everybody's just not playing well. And, a lot is being put on Tom Brady, talking about the whole thing with Giselle. I mean, I don't even want to get into that part because this is not TMZ. But it's just, I just don't know what's going on with Tom Brady. He doesn't look good. And I like, this is a guy that I've loved watching. I'm a big fan of Tom Brady. I don't want to see him bad. I don't want to see him. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. That's easy money. You can't fight that anymore. But it's a guy that I grew up watching. I don't want to see him bad. I'd rather see him retire on a note of being still the greatest quarterback that we were ever to watch. So I'm hoping that the Bucs kind of figure it out a little bit, or at least Tom Brady figures it out. I don't really care, because it kind of goes hand in hand with the Packers. The Packers, Aaron Rodgers is playing, I guess, okay, but the team is just dreadful too. So many mistakes. I mean, it's crazy to see these two quarterbacks on such bad teams. It really is. And then we add another great quarterback in Russell Wilson, and he's been a disappointment. What is up with Russell Wilson? I mean, I always knew that he was kind of a weirdo, and I never really liked Russell Wilson. Like when he came into the league and they went to the 2 Super Bowls, won one, lost one. I was in the belief, and I was really sticking with it, that he was he was carried by one of the best defenses we've ever seen and an unbelievable running back. But then, as that defense broke apart, Marshawn Lynch wasn't there, then I started to respect him a little bit more because he was still Russ. He was still unbelievable. But I didn't realize, behind closed doors, what this guy is all about. And you can hear some of his teammates talk about him, and it's really never good, but it's not bad either. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's they're just trying to hold off on absolutely ripping him apart. But like a perfect example, Marshawn Lynch on Richard Sherman's podcast, and basically, with Russell Wilson's struggles, Marshawn Lynch says, I wanted to reach out to him and just kind of like help him through a tough time. And Richard Sherman's like, well, do it. And then Marshawn Lynch basically says, like, well, it's hard to get in touch with him. And then Richard Sherman says, like, you have to go to his manager to get in touch with him. That's weird. And the thing that drives me crazy, and I don't know if he does this in every, press conference, and I used to, I guess he did, because when I would do the games, when I worked for Sirius XM, I would have to cut the audio of the press conferences at the end of games. And Russell Wilson, when he was with the Seahawks, would always at the end say, all right, go Hawks. And now this whole thing with the Broncos, the let's ride thing, whatever. It's a little weird to say after you get beat up, to say let's ride. Like, I mean, it's a little different than saying let's go Bronco or go Broncos or whatever. Like the let's ride, like, dude, don't do that. Don't. Nah, don't do it. It's not in good taste. I mean, you just got beat up on the field out there for a team that, had a chance to make the playoffs, and we thought was going to be really good. Don't do that. Let's ride. Don't do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that. So, yeah, he's a weirdo. And you're seeing it more and more. He's an absolute weirdo. So, his struggles, and now the last disappointment, the Chargers. What's the deal with this team? Why can't we see the Chargers that we're expected every year? This team, Justin Herbert, I mean, come on. You look at the defense, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. I know he's hurt, but still, Derwin James, You had J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson's out for the season now, but J.C. Jackson, before he even got hurt, was terrible. And the guy last year was arguably the best cornerback in the league. What's the deal with the Chargers? Why can't they play to expectations? I want to see Justin Herbert play well because it's there. The talent is there. The guy is a great quarterback. Why can't they put it on the field? Why can't they just show it? You see it in games, and then the next game they're like, a Pop Warner team. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me. And the fact that Chiefs fans or, just people around the sport thought that the Chiefs weren't going to win this division, you're absolutely out of your mind. This is still the Chiefs' AFC West. It's just the Chargers, and I'm not even a fan. I mean, I love Justin Herbert. I'm not even a fan of this team, and it frustrates the hell out of me on how good this team could be. So my power rankings, and then we'll get into QB power rankings after that, and a lot of other card talk and stuff like that. But power rankings, nothing really changed from last week, for me at least. The Bills are still number 1. The Chiefs are still number 2. The Philadelphia Eagles are still number 3. I don't care if they're 6-0 or not. The Dallas Cowboys moved up. They're at number 4 now. I think I had them at 4, maybe 5. The Dallas Cowboys are 4. The Minnesota Vikings are 5. The Giants and the Jets are 6 and 7. The Bengals are 8. The Titans are 9. And the Seattle Seahawks just hopped into my power rankings. These are teams, I mean, I know I might get chirped by Eagles fans or, I don't care. I really don't. The Eagles aren't as good as everybody thinks. They're not. And I said it last week. If you want to go to my last week's podcast, you could go listen to what I said. They're a gimmicky offense. This is a team that I don't think is that good. Yes, adding Robert Quinn was a good move for them. But I still... They really didn't impress me much. So, yes, Eagles are number 3. Cowboys moved up. They're number 4. But now we go into, we do this. I'm trying to do it every week now because, we had such a successful time doing it in recent years. So here we go. NFL.com QB rankings heading into week 8. We have Patrick Mahomes, number 1. He takes the number 1 spot, probably because Josh Allen did not have a game last week. So that's, one thing. The Buffalo Bills had a bye last week. So I think that's why Josh Allen dropped. And Patrick Mahomes had a very good game. So Patrick Mahomes so far, 7 games, 66.9, basically 67%. He's got almost 2,200 passing yards. He's got 20 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Okay? Needless to say, the guy is absolutely absurd. Josh Allen, as I said, moved down. He's number 2. Jalen Hurts stayed the same at number 3. This is what I'm talking about, all right? This is why I say that the Eagles are number 3 in my power rankings, all right? Because Patrick Mahomes, number 1, has 20 touchdowns. 20, okay? Josh Allen, 17 touchdowns, okay? Jalen Hurts, 6. Okay? 6. You're going to tell me that Jalen Hurts going up against Mahomes or Josh Allen is going to be able to play with them? Really? No. No. If the Philadelphia Eagles are your number 1 team in your power rankings, quit the sport. Stop reporting on them because you have no idea what you're talking about. The Eagles shouldn't even be number 2. They're number 3 right now. And you know what? To me, I don't even think they're better than the Cowboys, but right now, they beat the Cowboys 2 weeks ago. I'll give it to them. I'll give them that spot. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, 6 passing touchdowns. Okay? Joe Burrow moved up 4 spots to get to that number 4 spot now. 345 yards in the first half. That's going to do it. That is going to do it. 15 touchdowns for my boy Burrow. Okay? For an offense that the first 6 games was, he's back. So, Burrow moves up. Geno Smith in the top 5. Can we sit back here? Hey, Jets fans. Geno Smith is in the top 5 of the QB rankings in the NFL. Not the AFL, not the XFL, not the Canadian Football League. The NFL, Geno Smith, number 5. He moved up 2 spots. He's got 11 touchdowns. He has more than Jalen Hurts. Okay? And less interceptions. Come on. Guys, let's be serious. Justin Herbert moves down. He's number 6. He's got 12 touchdowns, 2,000 passing yards. Lamar Jackson dropped 3 spots. He's number 7. Kirk Cousins moves up 3 spots. He is number 8. Tom Brady drops 3 spots at number 9. We got 10. Tua stays the same at number 10. He's back. Even he missed, 2 games? 9 passing touchdowns, more than Jalen Hurts. Daniel Jones, another team that I said is not as good as, everybody thinks. Daniel Jones, 6 touchdowns. I will give him this. He's got 350 rushing yards. So, there's that. But he moves up 7 spots to number 11. Kyler Murray, another dud. 7 touchdowns. This team, another team that, is pretty solid. And the fact that Dak Prescott is under Kyler Murray is a joke. But, hey, listen, he's only played 2 games now. So he's ranked number 13. Ryan Tannehill dropped down. He's number 14. Derek Carr dropped again. He's number 15. Aaron Rodgers, number 16. He dropped 7 spots. That's what happens when you lose to a P.J. Walker carried Carolina Panthers. Yet he still has more touchdowns. He actually has more touchdowns or 1 less touchdown than Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts put together. Matthew Stafford dropped 2. He's looking rough this year. 6 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Yikes. And 4 fumbles. Not looking good there in L.A. Andy Dalton moves up. He's at 18. He moved up 2 spots. Jared Goff, 11 touchdowns. Lost to the Cowboys last week. He dropped 2 spots. And he didn't even really look that bad against the Cowboys. So, Trevor Lawrence moved up 1 spot. He's got more touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. Marcus Mariota dropped 2. He's at 21. Jimmy Garoppolo dropped 6. He's at 22. I mean, you lose to the Chiefs, you really can't. I don't think dropping that far. But hey, listen, NFL.com. Justin Fields moves up 6 spots. He's at 23. He's got the same amount of touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. Yes, this is going to be the constant thing. Okay? We have not, the last 2-3 years, we have not wavered when talking about Jalen Hurts. We tell you exactly how we feel about Jalen Hurts. Jacoby Brissett moved up 2 spots. He's at 24. Matt Ryan dropped 2 spots. He's at 25, but he will be off of this list next week because Sam Ehlinger taking over. P.J. Walker moved up 6 spots. He's at 26. He's got better numbers in 3 games than Jalen Hurts. Mac Jones and Bailey Zappe you don't know who's gonna play. Mac Jones, 4 games, 800 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not good for good old Mac. 4 games for Bailey Zappe, almost 800 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But he's got 4 fumbles. That's big there, Bailey. Taylor Heineke stays at 28. He had a decent game. Beat up on the Packers. Hey, listen. The Packers have lost to the Giants, the Jets, and the Commanders in consecutive games. I'm pretty sure the Packers should just pack them up, go get them next year. Davis Mills moves up 2 spots. He's at 29. This guy's a good quarterback. I wish he was on a better team. Kenny Pickett drops 5 spots. He's at 30. 7 interceptions. Yikes. Zach Wilson drops 4 spots. He's at 31. And he's got 1 passing touchdown. Yikes. 1 passing. Look at this. 1 passing touchdown. Yet they're 5-2. And everybody's talking about how great the Jets are. And Brett Rippon, 32 for the Broncos. Listen, better than Russell Wilson. Jesus Christ. So those are your QB rankings heading into Week 8. Let's get into some sports cards. Sports cards, the hobby. Yes, sir. Upcoming releases. You heard me? Here we go. 11-2. That is November 2nd, 2022. We have the 2022 Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Basketball. That is going to be coming in at the price of $150. So, in that box break, you'll get 2 autos, 2 mems, 2 spectra, 16 hollows, and 6 optichromes. So, we're looking for select crack ice in flight. We're looking at mosaic scripts, autographs gold, contenders optic, college tickets gold vinyl, gold standard rookie jersey autograph super primes, limited rookie jersey autograph prime, certified freshman fabric signatures super prime. We got the Don Russ rated rookies platinum, recon base purple, spectra aura marbles. We will end up seeing, these are all randomly inserted, spectacular designs. Chronicles Draft Picks features the hottest rookies, including Paolo Banchero, Jalen Duran, and Jaden Ivey. So, and you can find, rookies, legends, current stars, all in their college unis. So, hey, listen. If you're a basketball fan, you're a college fan, it's a cheap box. It's a cheap break. And, hey, listen, if that's what you're looking for in terms of college uniforms, they're not overly chased, but you do find people that are into it and that will pay for it. So that is your 2022 Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Basketball. Also coming out on November 2nd, we have 2022, which I am actually pretty excited for because I think these cards are amazing looking. 2022 Panini Origins Football. That is going to come in at the price of $300, and the box break, you will get 1 Jumbo Ripper RPA, 1 other auto. You'll get 1 mem, 2 base rookie or rookie variation, and 2 base parallels. So, in that, let me pull it up. Panini Origins, here we go. So, you're looking at the base red, rookie signatures. This year, they look sick. They look absolutely sick. Rookie autographs blue. Again, this is a cheap, if we really think about it, let's look up Panini Origins of last year and maybe the year prior to that. Because I'll tell you right now, look, these cards are very, very nice looking. They really are. A lot of them are thick. So, I mean, although that kind of sucks in terms of grading, they're harder to get graded. We're looking at 2020. That's first off the line. I don't want to go off of that. All right, so 2017 Origins is going for $12.50. Okay. The 2021 Origins football box is going for $6.50. The 2018 Origins football is going for $7.50. 2020 is going for $1,000. Okay, this year is $300. That's crazy. So if I'm you and you're into you're into football cards, this is the box to buy. You know, you have Passing Stars, Signatures Black, rookie jumbo patch autographs, dual rookie autographs black. I mean, you guys got to see these cards. You know what I'm looking at right now. They're so sick looking. This is why I love Origins. You got the rookie booklets. There is a new chase. It's called Proving Grounds. So that's cool. Also new is Blank Slate and Pedigree. These are case hits. So that is those are pretty sweet, I will say. So again, you got the rookies in this: Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Matt Corral, and Breece Hall, and all those guys. So yeah, Blank Slate is what we're chasing. Pedigree we're chasing. Those are the case hits in this. But again, $300, guys, $300. And if you're into football and you're into the hobby, that's the box to go for. Come on. So now we move on to November 4th. Now we have we got basketball and baseball. So for the H2, we got 20, 21, 22 Panini Select Basketball H2. So we'll be getting 6 prisms out of that. Base concourse, base courtside disco, base premier level, rookie jersey autographs disco, rookie jersey autographs disco. That's the same thing. Duh. They just showed this. Oh, they're showing 3 here. Same thing. Yeah, so these, H2 again. This one's coming in at $250. So again, you can get regular hobby for select, and it's like $600, or you can get the H2. And the reason why I like the H2s, they're cheap, and it's the step up of the retail and a little step down from the H2, but it's together. You have part of the retail and part of the hobby all in one for cheap, and you're still getting the cards that you would see out of a hobby box. But, there's obviously different variations. And there's some cards that you would not see in an H2 that you would see in the hobby. But still, again, $250, 6 prisms. Out of that, you're going to get 6 cards per pack, 4 packs per box, 20 boxes per case. And then we also have 2021-22 Panini 1-in-1 basketball coming in at $1,200. Box break, you're getting 1 auto, 1 base, parallel, or insert. So we got the base blue. There are downtowns in this. Base rookies gold. Rookie jersey autographs gold. Timeless moments autographs. Rookie autographs red. The timeless moments are sick. They're like in action type shots with the auto. So 2 cards per pack, 1 pack per box, 10 boxes per case. You're getting, as I said, 1 autograph or 1 autograph and 1 base, parallel, or insert. Base parallels include base blue, numbered to 35, purple, numbered to 25, red, numbered to 15, gold, numbered to 10, green, numbered to 5, and the black 1 of 1. So that's that. And then we also have, and let me bring up the sell sheet on that. We have the Topps Cosmic Chrome Baseball coming in at $250. The box break, you'll get 1 Nucleus refractor card. And let me pull up that. There it is. The base cards are pretty cool. The gold interstellar refractor parallels are sick. These are pretty cool looking cards. So yeah, you can get a supernova launched into orbit, youth invasion, stargaze, rocket arms, cosmic chrome autographs, stargaze autographs, launched into orbit autographs. And these, as I said, you can get 1 Nucleus card per pack. I don't see how many cards are in this, which is weird. But yeah, so that's that. Those are your upcoming releases. Also, we have a movie that's going to be made about the hobby. Go figure. How crazy is that? Adam Sandler, by the way, too. Adam Sandler and the Safdie brothers, who created Uncut Gems, are going to be starting up filming a movie, or they're writing a movie about heavy sports card collecting. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be sick, and I think it's gonna be sick for the hobby itself. I think this is huge for the hobby. To get more people, and Adam Sandler. It's not like it's just a bunch of no names. Like, this is Adam Sandler, and it's gonna be on Netflix. So you're gonna get eyes on the hobby. So and I hope they get it right. Really, I hope they get, they bring in people that know what the hell they're talking about. And hey, listen, if they're looking for a set dressing crew, let me know. Christian McCaffrey, since the trade, let's check out his stock, because he's number 1 on Sports Card Investors trending cards. His 2017 Optic Base rated rookie in a 30-day span is up 94.2%. In his 7-day span is up 52.1%. So you can already tell what kind of difference that this made, going from a bad team in the Panthers moving on to a pretty good team in the 49ers. So that's huge. But let's get into the World Series. So already I started to look at some of the numbers, and you're looking at Bryce Harper Bowman Chrome base 2011 is in a 30-day span has been up 64.6%, and in a 7-day span is up 26%. His Topps update base 2012 up 28% in a 30-day span, 15% in a 7-day span. Bryce Harper is having an absolutely remarkable world, playoffs. I mean, the guy has been absolutely insane. So his Bowman Prospect Auto up 58% in a 7-day span. His Bowman Chrome Base Signature has been up 65% in a 30-day span. I mean, looking at this, I have this card, actually. Topps Home Field Advantage. I wonder if I could sell it. Maybe. Bowman Prospects. I'm actually going to see if he does anything. His Downtown case hit in Diamond Kings up 42% in the 30-day span, 4% in the 7-day span. His rookie cards are up, but every little card that he's got going on is up. Kaboom, up in 30 days. His Topps Chrome X Factor 2013, up. I mean, every card, you really don't see any red at all. The Color Blast, they're sick. But yeah, so that's That's Bryce Harper. Then we go on to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber, he's up too. Kyle Schwarber's 2014 Bowman Chrome draft auto is up 15% in 30 days, is down 1% in the last 7. His Topps Chrome rookie auto down 6% in the 7 days. 30 days, it's up 21. So in the present time, it's down. In the 30-day span, all his cards are up. So that you're seeing the difference in that. We'll see what happens if he starts crushing home runs in the World Series. I think all these numbers end up going up. Now, another guy that has been up, Jeremy Pena. I mean, look at this. His Bowman Chrome prospects out of a mega box, his Mojo refractor, up 157% in a 30-day span, 15 and 7. His Bowman Chrome prospect auto up 20% in 30 days, 7% in 7 days. 42% in 30 days, 13% in 7 days for his Bowman Chrome prospect refractor. Every single one of his cards are up. The guy's having a great postseason. We'll see what happens in the World Series. These are the guys that I feel like are their hobby stock will go up. So now we move on to all right. So Yordan Alvarez. All of his cards are up in the 30 days. You know, you're seeing a lot of these guys in the past 7 days down because they really haven't had a game. We haven't had a playoff baseball game since what? Monday? Sunday? So you're almost at that 7 days. You're basically at 5 days now, 6 days. So that's probably the reason why you're seeing the down in the 7 and the up in the 30s. Then also we'll look up Jose Altuve. Another guy that I think his numbers, well, his numbers probably down because he is not having a great postseason. So we have his Bowman Chrome prospect is up in 30 days. His Topps update base in 2011 is down in both 7 and 30 days. His Topps update diamond anniversary up in 30 days, down in 7. His Bowman draft chrome down. And all the rest are basically in the red. So you're seeing a lot of Jose Altuve down, although he's in the World Series. We'll see if that all changes if he has a big series. Justin Verlander, leading into the playoffs, was up because he was having such a great season, and we're probably going to be seeing him retire soon. So although he hasn't really had the greatest postseason, and that is kind of showing in his numbers, he's definitely down in the 7 days. The 30 days, you have some green, some red. Now, Zach Wheeler, another guy that really changed up. I don't even think he's here. Yeah, they don't even have him on the website. So that's interesting. But yeah, so this is the stuff. This is what you're seeing. You know, that volatile, we have a couple of days off. All right, now the numbers are down. But, I'm with Bryce Harper, it's the guy's having an unbelievable season, postseason. So it doesn't surprise me that he's up on everything. But, I mean, look at Bailey Zappe. His 2022 score rookie signatures up 106% in the 30 days, 73% in the 7 days. Sam Ehlinger, purple cracked ice out of Prism. 7 days, up 287%. 30 days, 287%. It's unbelievable. Bailey Zappe's elite base rookie, which I have to see if I have that. I might have that. 633% in the 30 days, 28% in the 7 days. Absolutely absurd. Daniel Jones is even up. Like that's also crazy. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for the sports talk part of this. Quick on Madden. There has been no updates in terms of title updates, but we got some releases. Here's the team of the week releases for week 7. Derek Carr, Kevin Byard, Josh Jacobs, Devondre Campbell, Roddy White, and Tracy Porter, all 92s. Then we have Most Feared that just came out today. All these are 92s. Tyrann Mathieu, Devontae Adams, Kyle Pitts, Jalen Ramsey, and Myles Garrett. And then also our AKA players, 2 of them, 92s overall. Steve McNair and the Fridge, William Perry. We got the Legends coming out on Saturday. Team Diamonds should probably be coming out soon as well. Or maybe not. I have to look at that. But yeah, so that basically will do it for running up the score. Guys, how do you like it? It's just me now. It's just me. Again, I have something in the works. Hopefully next week I will have Grant Telford of Backyard Breaks and Nikki Rips of Backyard Breaks on running up the score. But that will do it. I'm Jerry. Be breezy.
Be breezy.
And it is all over! You've been listening to Running Up the Score. We run up the score on Sports Radio.